Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. They say if you're a good teacher, by your pupils you'll always be taught. And with that in mind, one of the guys in the comments, David, who's obviously a very knowledgeable shooter, brought up a comment about zeroing your rifle and cant. Guys, I said cant. It's spelt that way. I've got quite a strong Norfolk accent. I don't want any misunderstandings that you may have thought I said a rude word. I didn't, it was cant. Right, what is cant? Basically, oops, if I can get this off. Cant is when you lean your rifle one way or the other. Right, this rifle's been cleared, there's no one behind the camera, totally safe. Not cocked, as you can see. So basically, canting is doing this, and it's moving you from your scope. If you imagine a line going right the way down to the floor, it's moving the muzzle, or more likely the scope, one way or the other of the centre line. Right. Now we talk about what it is. Turning into a bit of a myth buster thing. David saying about a channel, haven't seen it, but I'll take his word for it, about a guy who was suggesting zeroing your rifle using a plumb line to mount your scope prior to zeroing. I've got an issue with that. The issue being, if according to David, it was said to, he said this guy suggested putting your rifle in your shoulder, getting it into your most comfortable shooting position, using the plumb line, align your vertical posts with the plumb line to set the scope, to get the right correct plane. I've got an issue with that because if you're just using a plumb line, almost comfortable position may induce cant, and you won't realise that the body, the human eye, is incredibly good at picking up optical discrepancies, but it can't tell you whether you're tilting the rifle one way or the other. You're not going to see that. You might think, yeah, I'm in a perfect shooting position here, line your scope up, the crosshair posts, vertical ones on your plumb line, and the rifle will be a few mils out either way. This will have absolutely devastating consequences for you for accuracy. For one, if you've zeroed your rifle with any form of cant whatsoever, it's going to throw your shots to the left or the right. I'll find my little magic pen, I'll show you what I mean. Right, there you've got your plumb line, there you've got your crosshairs, you've got your vertical posts going through your plumb line, all well and good. You've got your muzzle sitting on your centre line. This is what the ideal, what you're aiming for, pardon the pun. However, if you've induced any form of cant, and in this example, I've canted the rifle, this being the muzzle, it's canted to the left. What is going to happen is the barrel's going to travel from the pellet's going to travel from the breech up through the muzzle, this being the muzzle. It's going to start off below your horizontal line. Trajectory is going to come up here, it's going to reach crosshair in the section where you've zeroed from, and then it's going to start falling away, and as it falls away it's going to come down like this. This is very exaggerated trajectory, but you can see, making any sort of meaningful holdover or hold under, you're not going to achieve it. The problem being that you can use the crosshairs, because they adjust on the horizontal and vertical plane. You can quite easily zero a rifle with cant. think, yeah, it's all tickety-boaty, and then find your shots going up until the point of 0. You're going to find your shots going, scribing an arc like this, and coming as it falls off with range, it's going to start shooting to the opposite side from your cant rifle. Obviously, if you've canted it on this side of your centre line, it'll do the opposite from what I'm saying. I would suggest, if you're going to zero your rifle using a plumb line, get one of those inexpensive mounts with the spirit level on there, or failing that, you can get a little spirit level and put on the rear of your gun. You can make sure the rifle is held dead flat, there's no cant induced, it's all on a level plane. You can then get behind your scope, aim at your plumb line, and being very careful, adjust your scope around each way to align with vertical axis. Once you've done that, then you can obviously tighten your scope down. When you do your scope, I mean, I'm teaching grannies to suck eggs here, but when you tighten your mounts down, 1 screw 3 turns, 1 screw 3 turns, and then sort of do an X type pattern on them. Don't crank down one side and then crank down the other. You want to get even tension on both sides of your scope. Well guys, I hope this helped. Keep the comments coming if there's anything I can assist you with, or I don't know, you can howl at the moon before I care. Just if you think I'm doing anything wrong, say so. That's all good. Every day in shooting is a learning day. If you're going shooting and you're not learning something every day, you're doing something wrong. Cheers guys.